So one song I thought we could learn a little bit from is Insomnia by Faithless. Yeah, so this was a massive hit in the 90s and noughties, and it's still played in like clubs all over the place today. So the introduction, we can learn something because it starts with this kind of drone. It's in sort of B minor kind of area. Yeah, so it starts with a kind of drone, and then we get like a melody line. Yeah, and then we get this. Now, you might think, well, what's interesting about that, John? Well, what's happening and why it sounds a bit strange is not just the effects. We start off with the root, and then from the root, because I'm holding a B all the time, a pedal in my left hand, we get a major third. Yeah? And then a minor third. And then the perfect fifth. So it's kind of like it goes from a major chord to we're in the string, we don't know where. Major chord, minor chord. And that is quite unusual in a lot of music, to be honest, to do that. One example is, that does it very famously, is a piece of music by Strauss called Also Sprach Zarathustra, which has these, those big build-ups. Major, minor. It's the same kind of idea, going from a major chord with the same root to a minor chord. Very weird. Not done that often. Not as simply as that. Yeah, like jazz does it quite like all the time, but it's kind of quite fast and worked into a grander scheme of chords. Whereas this is just really major, minor, fifth. Yeah, so if you want to make something sound a bit weird, try doing that. Yeah, like hit a major chord, then hit a minor, or hit a minor chord and hit a major. So it could have gone minor to major. There we go. We just rewrote Insomnia, but it's nowhere near as good. So the next thing to think about is a bit like the Prodigy No Good idea, of taking a chord and just playing a lot, but playing around with the third of the chord, going to the fourth and the second. Insomnia does this a bit differently. Instead of starting on the third of a minor chord, right, it starts on the fourth and then goes to the third and then the second. Yeah, back to the sort of minor third, fourth, and up to the fifth. Fourth, third, second, third, fourth, and then up to the fifth. Yeah? Yeah, so it's kind of going 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on really with that. Is it's the same idea of taking a song or chord and messing around with the third, kind of going up to the fourth, going down to the second, in this case up to the fifth as well with it, and then you get that kind of thing, and then you end up with, your mess around with it, yeah? So there you go. You can take a chord and mess around with the third, and you saw at the beginning, You've got that great kind of introduction where you get the root, major third, minor third, perfect fit. Yeah, really eerie.